with attempts, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Right here. Mike 51.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pick.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4. Stafford. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 4th down, Jack.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
At the Packers' 41-yard line.
Now a toss for Swift left side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, it's Taylor. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big time.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we bought for something where place to be on. If you know, you know.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
Second and 8.
Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
The ball carrier.
DeAndre Swift, 77 yards. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Lions 14. Packers 13. Matt Prater.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Watch the curve.
From the 41, Rodgers flushed out right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Good shot.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Going for it all. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, That ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 15.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
To Aaron Jones.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That's out to the left and complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
To return is Taylor. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Packer. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Crosby is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he gets it down to the 32. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Jones.
Rodgers.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Pick your game up. 51 the mark, boy. 51.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. Down right around the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Desmond Trufant brought him down. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28. Yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
36. Check. Zero. Check.
On 1st down at Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
And the Lions.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 36 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The drive drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions 21.
2nd down at 4. Again, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Detroit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Going up top.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling.
Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown of the night. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
9-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stafford able to get this complete to Swift, his running back.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Lions 1st down.
Being chased out left. And his throw here is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
At their own 29.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 54 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Detroit.
One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL EA Sports.